This is a third violation, and I told you the last time when you were here with the baby that there was absolutely no tolerance.
I never knew they didn't give me no text or nothing. I was unaware of taking this charger. They gave me a new charger.
It's the first time. Just please stop talking. Let me talk.
Words mean absolutely nothing. I don't give a rat's ass about words. Zero tolerance. We ordered him to have a GPS monitor. We admonished you last time, and now we have bond violation. What was the nature of this violation, please?
So it's that we lost cell on it, so either it wasn't charged properly or something of the nature. It's just.
So he had a dead battery.
Yes. And
How long?
If I may, if you would be willing to admonish the defendant as well. I spoke to the complainant yesterday, and apparently the defendant has been making posts about her on social media, bribing people with money to hurt her, and she's pregnant with their child.
Judge, this complaining witness has been sending a bunch of messages to my client. She's been harassing him. I actually advise.
Show me.
I advise.
Show me.
I did ask her to send me screenshots and everything, Judge, and she said
We'll have a hearing. Show me. We'll have a hearing.
Well,
Show me what you got. We'll have a hearing over it. But all I know is this is your third bond violation. I'm not happy with you, Mr. McCollum.
I saw that I don't think it turned back on at all from what I'm seeing on my end. But whenever he did report yesterday to have the device inspected, and they did just tell me that he did receive a new charger and new device.
When did it die? What's the date?
14th.
So from the 14th to today, when he got it back on, it's been dead?
He got it on yesterday, Judge.
Yes.
Well, it was on
To
yesterday.
the 17th. It's been dead for 3 days.
They called me yesterday and told me to go to pretrial and check out because
Your
they gave me.
device has been dead since December 14th. And
Aware of that, sir. I never knew they didn't give me no text or nothing. I was unaware of taking this charger. They gave me a new charger.
Judge, with all due respect, he went there on Monday. They gave him a new charger and a new device. So it seems to me that it's a technical issue. So Judge,
you're supposed to charge it on a daily basis. Am I?
Even in the pretrial, they charged it and they seen that it was charging, but it was still something messed up with the charger. So they gave me a whole new thing again.
How often is he supposed to charge it?
I think they're advised to charge once a day for at least an hour.
I'm not buying it. I'm sorry, Hunter. It goes with you. No. This is a third violation, Mr. McCollum. It's not going to continue to happen.
Judge, with all due respect,
this
this is a technical violation. He shouldn't have to go into custody.
It's a third violation, Hunter.
Second, sir.
Judge,
Second.
it's
the first
clearly,
time.
just please stop talking. Let me talk. Judge, it's clearly that there was an equipment issue. Otherwise, they wouldn't have replaced the equipment. So I don't see how.
It'd be an excuse. Hunter, the minute you have an issue, you're supposed to go get it serviced, not 3 days later. This is a third stop. This is a third violation. And I told you the last time when you were here with the baby that there was absolutely no tolerance, that you were supposed to live to the conditions. 100. It's been dead for 3 days.
Aware of that, sir. So when they called me,
It goes with you. I'm not going to entertain excuses. It's zero
I'm
tolerance.
not giving you an excuse, sir. They gave me a new charger and a new monitor.
Judge.
It's not like I didn't mess up anything. As soon as they called me, I
Come on, talk to your attorney. Judge, would you allow me to escort him up to felony court so that he can go take his plea today? The whole reason they had set the plea to after the holidays is so that he could do it after the holidays. And I believe part of this deal would see this case go away, and he's going to be on probation for 2 years upstairs. So I really don't see the benefit to society.
I mean, if you want to go see if that's something that you guys can work upstairs, I can ask if they'll escort him upstairs. But I can't continue to play this game, Hunter.
I understand,
You know,
Judge.
I mean, really, we ask you over and over and over to comply. I'm not asking for much,
I
right?
understand,
And
Judge.
it's been dead for 3 days. You know it's been dead because you're supposed to charge it. So you're supposed to charge it on a daily basis. So for you to come here and tell me I didn't know, it's disingenuous. It's just not true. So, but
My
I'm
frustration
happy
as
to
a
acquiesce.
attorney is I've seen this with multiple clients where there are technical issues that happen with these devices. I've seen it with multiple clients where they're unable to charge.
Okay, if you see it on the 14th that you have issues, then you go immediately. You don't wait 3 to 4 days later, especially when you've had violation after violation after violation. I think that your complaining witness may be here too. Rosette, CW may be here as well.
Judge, I'm not sure.
So, I don't know, Hunter, just,
I believe that's for a judge.
okay, ma'am, please, don't. If you wanna,
I think pretrial has something to say. I don't know what they have to
I
say.
reached out to my supervisor of these devices just because I'm not super well versed in the GPS realm, but he stated that the reports for his GPS appear to show an issue with overcharging, which can lead to a charger problem. They're instructed to charge for 1 full hour at the same time each day, and that the tech swapped his device as a precaution as it was likely that malfunctioning.
but why wait 3 days? You know the device is malfunctioning on the 14th. You're gonna wait 3 days to go get it fixed?
I was just informing of what my supervisor told me because I asked somebody to look over the report.
I don't know what to tell you,
I
Hunter.
mean, Judge, it
You know.
sounds like he was overcharging. He was doing more than prior.
No, we don't know that for sure. I don't know. See what documents that you can show me, that you can get that there's some kind of malfunction. But nevertheless, it's a third violation. On the 14th, if he has issues, perhaps even go the next day on the 15th. But you wait 3 days, and the only reason he did it is because I hauled him into court and I told him to be here on the 18th. Otherwise, who knows what would have happened? See what you can find and then show me. I'm all eyes.
Well, Judge, the other thing I would ask is if you are going to take him into custody, I'd ask for a formal hearing to be set. And since this was set within less than 24 hours, I do believe it violates his due process to go ahead and take him into custody today. Yeah,
Just show me what you can find, Hunter. You know, Eddie,
Judge, real quick, Judge, I was just thinking.
save the drama for your mama.
Okay.
Guys, are you ready?
Yes, Judge.
There are times in life when you run into people, they can be a complete cancer to your life. Some people thrive on drama. That's how they get off. That's all they like. They like to just create. If you have people in your life like that, it's probably advisable to cut ties, because if not, they're just going to bring you down. We all have people like that in our life. We do. I do. I have people that are constantly after me as well. I do everything in my power to get away so that it doesn't bring you down. The problem is, Mr. McCollum, is when we have situations where there are repeated bond violations, I take issue with that. And I can't let people go when they continue to have violations. But I want to know that it's a true violation. I have ordered him not to have contact with this person, correct? Just, I'm not asking much from you. The only thing I'm asking you to do is stay out of trouble, keep your monitor on, and don't have contact. You stop. I'm not asking you to say, I don't like to put in jail, but I got to know that you're complying with the conditions. There's a lot of things that are at play in your case here. There's a lot of other evidence that's out there that I would like to see before I take action and put you in. They're saying things that happen. Hunter is saying things that happen. I want to know what the truth is. And the truth is, and it lies with the evidence, because the evidence will point to whose side is correct. Words, Mr. McCollum, words mean absolutely nothing. I don't give a rat's ass about words. Evidence points to whose side is correct. I am going to give you some time, not a lot, but I'm giving you to Friday to figure out what's going on, because I want to know. Most importantly, Is it the machine that's messing up? Are you truly charging it? Number one. Number two, they're saying that there's been contact. I hope not. I want to know. I want to see it. Show me what you have. Likewise, show me what you have too. I'm all ears. I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt right now. If I wasn't, I would lock your butt up right now. But I'm giving you the opportunity now to show me what evidence is out there. Show me what you're doing. I want to know, are you charging this device as it should be? There are records of this. You know what the expectation is. I'm giving you time, Mr. McCollum, and I'm giving you the opportunity. I want to see it. Likewise, I want to see in what validation they have as well. That's it. We will reconvene here Friday because I want to know what Hunter has. I want to know what they have. Is that enough time?
Yes, Judge. Friday's fine.
Do you have any questions? You know what? It's better not that you don't. If you have any questions, talk. All I want to know is, are you abide by it? Are you abiding? That's all I want to know. Okay. See you Friday.
I have two on the docket. It looks like one is going to work out. Natalie Garza looks like it's going to work out.
Okay.
Once we get restitution established, that one should be dismissed. But we're just not there yet, but we're all in agreement.
Okay.
We just need to make sure that the number is correct.
It's kind of old though, and we've had the restitution, $500 restitution in class for dismissal since January.
We're just waiting to get the proof of the insurance from the complainant. I called twice just now, and I'll call again this evening to see if I can get a hold of that today.
I'm gonna roll it a week.
I'm cool with it. We're in agreement, Judge, so a week is fine.
Got it.
And hopefully if they can get it earlier, we'll get it in earlier and she doesn't have to appear. And also, Judge, I understand that Tristan Smith needs bond conditions for the second case, so I'm here to.
Come up, Mr. Smith. We didn't do conditions on it?
Oh, we did. Victoria said, I think we're good.
Tell me, how are things going? Great. Okay. That's the best news I've heard all day. Really.
They're like unenrolled in Channel, but I wasn't gonna be able to go to Channel anyway because it's too far of a commute. So
Yeah, that's crazy.
yeah, so they just enrolled me in Humble High School. So my first day will be Thursday.
Knowledge is power. When you know things, you can do anything. I'm telling you, ask him. When you have knowledge and when you know things, it can take you so far in life. The only way you do it is by doing school, taking it seriously, and not letting other people drag you down, because that's what you constantly have is people around you trying to bring you down. Don't let them. Be stronger. Right here, that's where it starts. When you see someone trying to take you down, even though, hey, let's go out, let's do this, it's bringing you down. Don't let it. Be stronger. Be strong-willed. Make something of yourself, and it starts. Prime example right here. He's amazing, right? That's a great role model right there. You ever need anything, that's who you follow. We have things here that we can help you out too. What conditions do we need?
I thought that we needed
Alicia,
somebody.
do we?
If you want me to go over the ones that we have?
No, I mean, I think that the only thing we need is just stay in school, get a job. I would prefer you stay in school, get as much education as you can, so you become someone, go to law school. It's an amazing field. I'm telling you. Okay. I mean, I think we're good,
Yes, sir.
just don't pick up any new cases. Be good. Okay. All right,
Thank you,
friend.
Judge.
Mr. Garza, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You are facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, it to you, sir. Okay.
Yes, Judge. On January 26, 2025, the officer was dispatched to a crash that occurred at 10200 Beaumont Highway and observed a white Chevrolet Blazer with minor front end damage and both the driver and passenger side airbags deployed. The officer observed a male leaning against the rear passenger door of the vehicle. And when speaking with another officer, the other officer advised he observed the male exiting the driver's side of the motor vehicle. The officer observed no other individuals in the immediate area of the crash, and the officer made contact with the male, now identified as the defendant, and noticed a strong odor of an alcoholic beverage, watery bloodshot eyes, slurred speech, and wet stains on his shirt consistent with the smell of an alcoholic beverage. The officer also observed the defendant swaying, staggering, and stumbling while speaking. The defendant advised he was coming from the flea market and was en route to his home. When asked how he crashed, the defendant stated, "I was driving and I crashed. I don't remember." The defendant also advised he ate at a restaurant and drank beers there. The defendant stated he had 4 to 5 Modelo beers at the flea market, and the officer observed a cold red cup in the center cup holder of the motor vehicle with approximately a quarter of liquid inside that smelled like tequila. The red cup had 2 limes inside. Standard field sobriety tests were then administered. When asked to perform the walk-in turn and one-leg stand, the defendant refused, and the officer found 4 out of 6 clues on the HGN. The defendant was read the DIC and refused a breath sample. A blood search warrant was signed and executed.
Mr. Garza, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. I would hope that you recognize it's elementary, that you're not to have alcohol in the car while you are driving. In fact, it's a minimum of 5 days in jail to any sentence that you get upon proof of that. I don't know what your immigration status is, but if you're not in this country with permission and you go to jail and immigration finds you, it's very possible they put an immigration detainer on you and you will be stuck like Chuck in custody until the case is over with and then shipped off to immigration. I am now putting bond conditions on you. If you violate these conditions, I will revoke your bond and put you in jail. And like I said, if you're not in this country with permission, you could be sitting in there for a very long time. I'm ordering you not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're consuming alcohol or any illegal drugs, you will go to jail. I'm also forbidding you from driving. You will be signing with me today a promise. This is an affidavit that you're not going to drive. I don't care what is going on in your life. If I find that you do, I can have a contempt hearing. You can be facing an additional 6 months in jail and a $500 fine every time you drive. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to have you come up here, swear to us that you're not going to drive. After that, I'm going to get you to Victoria, where we'll have you sign a reset. And after that, I'll get you to Felicia for your bond conditions. Be careful what you do, because like I said, any of these conditions, I'm just going to lock you up. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
What do you want to do with Mr. Waters?
He's gonna plead today. We're trying to do a time served on the evading dismissal. Hi, Judge. He's got so much going on. And his curfews.
Mischief, trespass, theft, gun case, theft.
Judge, when he was arraigned, we established that so many of these cases are just a result of him hanging out at this little drugstore. The cops know who he is. They know who everyone there is. So really, he just needs to stop hanging out at that drugstore. He's not, and well,
While
I'm
he's
sorry.
on off for both of these cases, he picks up another theft.
And that's upstairs in felony. And right now, the offer is 18-month state jail. So he's dealing with that right now. The evading is at that same little drugstore. And I'm sorry, my memory is actually coming back to me. A lot of those thefts were necessary items from Target or Walmart, because we went over that for arraignment. They were literally, when it was winter, it was literally hoodies, sweatshirts, and socks. And then when it was summer, it was like underwear. Most of those thefts are necessary items. When I was appointed, we got him a social worker through the MAC and housing through Search. And his girlfriend was pregnant at the time. She was only like 2 months pregnant. Now she's pretty much due. They have housing that they got through the services we were able to provide. He hasn't picked up any new cases because right now they're barely making ends meet, but they are making ends meet. They're still together. She relies on him to go to their appointments. He gets the things that she needs because her mobility has decreased now. She came up here and spoke for him in front of you. She'd been to like college and everything, and you gave her a big speech. You gave him a speech about supporting her through her hormonal shifts. He was just telling me about that. He was like, I keep thinking about what Judge Fleischer said. She woke me up crying this morning because she said she's fat and ugly, and I just held her and I made her feel better. And I'm trying to do that every day because I remember what the judge told me. That's where he is right now, Judge. So he understands that he broke that curfew a couple times. He says the late ones are just from him trying to get a job and getting home late. But
He's been saying that he had a job. He's out at 11 o'clock at night. And it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just,
he's still got the felony pending. He's ready to resolve these. If the court will allow, I think it's a good resolution for him.
I'm not gonna do it.
Why? And what would be the alternative, Judge?
I want him on probation. And I want to monitor him for the next 2 years so I can make sure that he's not messing up. So I can keep him and just, I want him to get his high school. Does he have a high school diploma?
I can't remember.
Get you going. Do you mind bringing up Mr. Waters?
If we have to do that, can you not revoke his bond so that he and I can talk about it while not under the strain of my bond's going to be revoked, so I'm going to spend the night in jail if I don't get this plea done? Can we not revoke his bond? Other than the bond violations, he wasn't here on yesterday when he was supposed to be because he had felony court today. He thought he was supposed to come here after felony court. Or whenever that was, I'm sorry. But he didn't just blow off the court yesterday.
Have we T-rest him yet?
No, sir. It looks like he was on probation back in this, oh wait, it got revoked back in 2023 and that's your answer. It was a young adult caseload and helping him get his GED, mental health evaluation, and thinking for a change.
You didn't do anything.
Let me see what the deal was on it.
I'm done with the revolving door. I'm not going to do it. I'm not doing it. I'm very upset with you. Very, very upset. I thought we had things going.
I'm sorry, Judge.
I thought we had things going right. You know, you've been doing well. And now you've got this bond violation where you're doing whatever the hell you want to do again. Don't work like that. And I don't know what I need to do to get your attention that at this stage in your life, it's not about what you want to do. It's about complying with bond conditions. We have literally bent over backwards to try to help you with things, and you continue to shoot yourself in the foot. Your lawyer, Miss Hawkins, wants to plead you guilty now because you have a warrant. I'm done with this revolving door of you picking up a case and getting out. Picking up a case, getting out. You now, Mr. Waters, have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Cap, man. That's cap. I'm gonna fight for my life, man. That's cap, man. I've been by my baby mama's side, man. Been taking care of everything I gotta take care of, man. That's cap, man.
Mr. Waters, look at me.
That's cap, man.
Mr. Waters, you don't get rewarded for doing things that you should do anyways.
You know what I gotta
It's
do?
meaning it's what you're doing is great and it keeps you out of jail. But do you want me to pat you on the back for doing what you should be doing anyways?
I ain't asking. Man, I ain't asking. I'm just asking you, like, just give me a little more time. I've been doing these jobs. I've been going through the whole packet. I've been going to these hospitals with my girl, going to go check up on our little one that's coming, and I want to be there.
If you are old enough to have a baby, then these are the things that you should do anyways. You don't get rewarded for being a good father. The reward is that you have a kid that grows up like a little flower that blossoms, right? Because there are so many people that have babies that treat their kids like shisa, and they end up like rotten ass kids that like a flower are just crooked. And just when you're a father, the duty of a father is to stand by the side of their kid, stand by the side of the wife to make their lives as comfortable, as great, educational, and supportive as possible. That is the duty of a father, right? If you can't, then don't have kids. Then be a man to use a prophylactic or think, maybe I'm not in the best position right now to have a baby. You think before you act. This is the sign of being an adult, of being mature, and growing up, Mr. Waters. But me, with you now, I'm not going to just continue with this revolving door. You've been doing well because you've not picked up any cases, which is great, right?
And I have not been doing nothing. I have not been kicking her. I have been at that store.
So tell me about the curfew then. What's up with that?
Okay, with the curfew, I can understand. Me and my girl, we got into it, and I ended up walking out, trying to go get some fresh air. Was not thinking. I can admit to that, and I'm sorry. We yelled, the hormone going crazy with us, and we trying to, fight and get right with this.
I
But
need to know about this.
I'm trying to. I can't talk. Y'all be telling me I can't talk, and I be having.
I've given you a lawyer to talk to.
And I told her everything. So she can come and tell you and let you know. Keep stuff updated. Sir, I've been out the way. I ain't been on no lollygagging stuff. I'm really maturing. I'm ready to be a dad.
Working?
I'm ready for this. Well, I'm doing a little something on the side. I ain't doing no drug, no none of that. I'm, you know what I'm saying, volunteering with my girl dad now.
Why can you not get a 9-to-5 job?
With my 9 to 5, I gotta have my ID and stuff, and I'm working with search. My housing people, they got me my apartment. They finna give me my social security card and my ID card, and that's all I need so I can go ahead and get on.
Second, were we working on this?
Yeah, so first he was with Search to just get housing. At first they didn't have housing, so he has an apartment and everything now. I'm not sure like the step by step how everything progresses, but he does still work with them. I've actually spoken with his officer, your case manager. He also had a social worker assigned with MAC. They were informed that he is working with Search, so they just kind of check in here and there, but they won't like also work with him because he's also working with Search, but they'll just make sure things are okay. So he is still working with Search and has a case manager with them. It has housing now. I wasn't aware of the ID issues or anything.
Not being telling them, send me applications.
What we're going to do now is we're going to work on this in extremely slow baby steps. I want you now to go get your ID. I want you to get your ID. And I'm going to give you a week for you to go get it. Do you understand?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
If you are not back here in a week with your ID, it's not going to go well. After we get your ID, then you and I are going to work together to get you a job. A 9-to-5 job where you're working every single day. Because if you are about to have a baby, that baby needs food, that baby needs clothes, and the only way you get that is by working. And I'm not talking about these side jobs here, there. No, an actual J-O-B. Do you understand? I'm going to reinstate your bond right now with the expectation that you're going to get your ID. If you don't, it's really not going to go well.
Thank you, Judge.
In this court case, the defendant was brought before the judge for his third bond violation after failing to properly maintain his court-ordered GPS monitor. The device had been dead for 3 days, and although he claimed it was a technical issue caused by a faulty charger, The judge was not convinced because he waited too long to report the problem. On top of that, there were also accusations that he had been contacting the complainant through social media, despite strict no-contact orders. His attorney tried to defend him by explaining that the GPS issue was caused by equipment failure and not intentional negligence, but the judge made it clear that repeated excuses were no longer acceptable. He reminded the defendant that this was already the third violation and that he had previously been warned with zero tolerance. The judge strongly stated that words meant nothing without evidence and that only actions and proof would matter in court. Although he was frustrated and close to sending the defendant back to jail immediately, he decided to give him one final chance to provide evidence showing whether the GPS issue was truly a technical malfunction or another violation. He also demanded proof regarding the alleged contact with the complainant. The judge warned that if the evidence showed he was lying or breaking conditions again, he would be taken into custody without hesitation. This case shows that when someone repeatedly breaks bond conditions, trust disappears quickly, and even small violations can lead to serious consequences.